5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I taught myself before I had to learn.
I've been waiting to address this for years. This was a very odd experience that I went through a couple years ago, like my first couple years of modeling. So before I get into this, I just want people to know that I'm a very private person. I'm a very to myself person, very introverted. I keep things to myself. I don't like to show too much of my body. I don't like to do a lot of different things that I feel like most people wouldn't expect somebody in the entertainment industry or like the model world to consider, but that's where I come in. I don't really show my body a lot. I don't really, specifically what I'm getting into is this underwear campaign that I did. So a couple years ago, I did an underwear campaign for a pretty big underwear brand overseas, and it was really weird. Not weird because of the brand, but weird because of the type of situation that I was put in and the situations that I was put in with others. So first and foremost, let's get this understood. I'm a full-time modeling creative. I have been full-time 95% of my career. All the way from college, from when I first started, I've been doing this for a very long time. To the point where now I have more freedom. I can do more of what I want because I've evolved. So now I'm a photographer. I do everything, right? Now, back then, let's keep this in mind. This was the very first time I had ever done an underwear campaign. Let me emphasize, because I wasn't ever really ready to do one. So it meant a lot to me to do it for the first time. But I was put in like really weird situations afterwards. So again, keep in mind, this is what I do for a living. This is what I do full time. It shouldn't be a surprise that I did an underwear campaign. Now, there's two notes I'd like to add. The first one is I did it all on my fucking own. I modeled in the campaign and I shot the campaign by myself. I secured the deal by myself. I modeled in it myself. And I shot and edited the photos myself for an underwear campaign. Pure and simple, right? The second point I'd like to make is I know how weird people are, and I know how sexualized it can be, and I know how homophobic people can be. And I experienced a lot of that from that underwear campaign. So I remember I was getting the post together, I was getting the stuff ready, and I finally dropped it. Now keep in mind, I even mentioned in the comments or in the description, this is the first time that I've ever showed this much of my body. I've never put my dick in the camera for a campaign. Maybe on my own time, but not for a campaign. So I already know that once I drop the campaign, people are going to be kind of funny. People are going to sexualize it. But what I didn't expect was for people to try to switch up the situation against me. I'm a thicker guy, so my thighs, there's certain underwear brands I don't like to wear because they're too tight. So this one was a step one. I will attach the link to that campaign in the description. You guys can go show some love to it. Please show some love to it and don't make it weird. But it's funny. It's really funny. Shooting the underwear campaign is really funny because, for one, I had never done anything like that and I had never put myself in that type of position, but it was something new for me. So I was trying to break that barrier for myself, and I did. The shots came out incredible. I did some in color. I did some black and white. The client loved them. Shout out to Step One. They make bamboo underwear and they're the best underwear that I've ever worn. So shout out to them, and I appreciate that opportunity. But the funny thing is, since I knew people would make it somewhat sexualized, I made sure that I tucked my dick in. I know it probably sounds funny, but it's a campaign. It's an underwear campaign. I'm shooting it, I'm modeling in it. I landed the partnership myself. So I tried to do it like as professional as possible. It was my first time doing an underwear campaign. It was my first time showing that much of my body. And it was the first time that, like I said, I had done anything like that. So I was kind of breaking the ice, breaking out of that comfortability. But it's funny because no matter how hard I tried to make it professional, no matter how hard I tried to make sure like I'm not showing people my fucking dick, people still took it out of pocket. They still made it a weird situation. But I worked super hard to get these deals. I worked super hard to land these campaigns. I land my first underwear campaign, the first time I've ever done anything like that, and I drop it. There's two things that happened. That campaign got a lot more views than I expected, and it got a lot more views than anything else that I had dropped at that time. I mean, maybe that makes sense, right? It attracted a lot of guys. It attracted a lot of people, mainly guys. I guess that's just something that comes with being a model. And then secondly, it made a lot of people switch up. It was really fucking weird, bro. I worked this hard to do this, and I lose followers because of it. So there's a few people that I know personally, they switched up. They started calling me names. They started calling me gay. They started calling me all these different types of things, being homophobic and all this shit. There's a whole list of them. Because I did an underwear campaign, that I tried my best to make sure I did it as professional as possible. It was my first time ever showing that much of my body. I made sure I hid my dick. I tucked my dick in for two reasons, because I don't want people to sexualize me because they see my dick when this is a professional campaign that I'm doing for work. And secondly, I'm not trying to make nobody insecure. But of course I did, like I always do. And I got people going around questioning me, spreading rumors about me just because I did an underwear campaign. Doing an underwear campaign that I made sure, it's not like I was in the camera with my fucking drawers on, butt naked. So I made sure that it was professional as possible. You know, you got to get into it, of course, you know, lay down, get, you know what I'm saying, comfortable, pose a little bit, hold the drawers, whatever, get the side shots, get the, you know, front shots, pose a little bit and stuff like that, bro. It's a business. This is what I do for a living. So I don't understand what people expect, because think about it like this. There's a few people that I know, grown ass men, grown ass niggas. And if their homeboys did an underwear campaign with Calvin Klein, they'd be sucking their dick in the comments. I'm just going to be honest. I'm just going to keep it real. But the guy that you know, aka me, does an underwear campaign, and people made it a big deal. They called me out my name. They disrespected me. They spread rumors about me. They showed their homophobia. They exposed themselves. Like I said, a whole list of people that know me, or I thought they did. So it's really weird going through this journey in this industry, because the first thing as a man, people are going to try to make you sound like is something that you're not. And the first thing that people are going to try to make seem is real is something that is not real. And one of those things is, I hate to break it to you guys, if you're a male model or you're a male in the entertainment industry, I'm going to keep it honest, and I'm going to just break it to you. And I'm going to get into this next. A lot of people are going to call you gay. I'm going to talk more about that in the next episode, but I just wanted to get this out. Like, these different stories that I have, man, it's so weird to feel like you can't even do what you're supposed to do without people trying to, you know, make it a big deal. I'm confident, I'm secure in myself, and I love the campaign. It was really fun. I broke a lot of stigmas. I got out of my comfort zone, and it meant a lot to me to get to that point, get to that level, to, for one, shoot my first underwear campaign. And keep in mind, like I said, I modeled it myself, and I shot it myself in my own studio on top of that. I really do this shit. And despite, you know, making sure the people that I work with know that I got their back and just all this other stuff, just for them to switch up just because they saw that. And if you're intimidated by a professional model doing a professional campaign with an underwear brand that made you insecure, there's a lot of people that switched up on me. There's a lot of people that made it into like a really weird thing. But do you guys not understand? This is what I do for my job, and I kept it as professional as possible. I tucked my dick in, like I said. I even edited it a little bit. just to make sure the emphasis was on the underwear, not on my dick. It's just weird. It's just a weird situation to be in, but I've been meaning to talk more about this, and I probably will talk about this again. It's weird. It shouldn't be controversial for a full-time professional male model to do a professional underwear campaign. These are things that people wish that they had the opportunity to do. These are things that people wish that they could accomplish, having multiple jobs, getting paid for it, doing it full-time, all these different things. But just to let you know, the side effects that come with doing this stuff professionally is you're going to deal with a lot of unprofessionals. So prepare yourself for that. And again, if you're a male model, just get ready for people to call you gay. I'm just going to be honest.